Hello dear traders and welcome to another update on the market. For today I decided to cover USD versus Japanese yen. I will speak about the gold market, crude oil and Bitcoin versus US dollar. I will start with the USD versus Japanese yen first. So basically to do update on this one, since we spoke about in my previous forecasts about the USD versus Japanese yen, everything started basically where the market found, first of all, we established an upside trend, very consistent, very healthy one. And market found the support on the rising 50-day moving average, went into the contraction and started a breakout. This is where we started a continuation process. We spoke yesterday about the continuation on the lower horizons, where you can see market basically start contracting here, and I alerted about this area that we can see in case of the upside breakout, we can see basically a further rise and continuation of this bull movement. And if you see basically where the price is right now, price is already trading about 200 pips from the original breakout. And if we take a look, because we broke actually some of the major previous swing highs, now the thing is basically we need to go and go into the weekly time frame just to find where we have next important pivots going to the left side of the chart. And we can find it 133.82, which is still 100 pips away from the current price. We have some weekly high there, but the major swing high is actually at 135 mark. And this is, we speak about the swing highs from the February 2002, so 20 years ago. So we are going to test probably that. We got a chance to go even to the 20 years ago high, swing high on the weekly time frame that we found. So 133.82 and 135. Watch for these levels for the next upside potential objective based on this upside movement. So definitely my advice is to watch for buying opportunities still on the intraday pullbacks and buying opportunities on the dips. Now switch to daily again and then go and check the gold market. Gold market is in a heavy sideways regime, and this is basically the gold is the market where is in the basically we can call this a 2-day to 2-year consolidation. So we have a giant box here. As you can see, market basically is trading inside of this box. Positional moving averages, basically we have a very flat environment mid-long term. Short term, we have some mixed stuffs, falling 20, rising 10. Last couple of days, actually 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 10 days, we have the overlapping bars of candles. So we have also sideways between the sideways. Here, I will suggest to watch for a breakout of this consolidation for some short-term movements. For example, if the price will break the low here of this box, which is at 1830, right? If we can break 1830 level, eventually price can head towards this pin bar zone at 1800 mark. If we break the high at 1870, eventually price can retest 1893 and maybe revisit this 1900 mark. So definitely watch for breakout since we're in a contraction in the last 10 days, and overall we're in the long-term contraction and consolidation as well. Speaking of the crude oil, this market is in a heavy upcycle this year. Energy sector is where the money flow is, and it seems like it's still looking positive for further rise, and still the highs that we got from March this year can be in the play, which is area around 127, 129. We have a rising 10, rising 20, market is supporting the rising 10. Position moving averages, we have a very expanding market to the upside. We had this consolidation, we start to establish the higher lows and we start to contract, and we started also to pull back and start to contract again. So it seems like market trying to expand, and it's already breaking this contraction. So I think revisiting of 129 can be the play, or 128, let's say 128.50. So watch for buying opportunities on intraday pullbacks. And speaking of the Bitcoin, so Bitcoin had a chance because we had some contraction breakout yesterday, but market didn't have a power to retest 32,000 mark. And we have a mid-long-term trends down, and now basically if you check the position of the moving averages, let me just go here, we have a very, very flat 10-20, right? So we don't have actually short-term trend at this stage. It's kind of flat. So from my perspective, option if we take the low, so some short-term move, if we take the low, we might have some kind of ABC here, right? And eventually to revisit the 28,000 mark. If we can take the low and trade and hold below 29,250 mark. If we retrace and sell, then market can basically still, so we have a, overall, we're having the sideways regime in the last 20 days, and short-term trends are basically flat. This is also what the price action is telling us, nothing different, right? Last 20 days we have a flat regime. But we have a mid-term trend, like a 50-day falling and trying to catch the price, and we have also other longer longer frame moving average is also sloping down. So mid-long term trends down, short trend flat. We have flat regime. So I would like to see did we get away from this like a whole box, either downside to eventually enable the 25,000 mark, 25,400 mark on the test, or break this high to enable some rally maybe towards 34,500 mark. So this box is a heavy sideways, so still watch the breakout on the Bitcoin to confirm further direction. That will be all for this video and update. I hope that you did enjoy. Trade safe as always, and speak to you tomorrow morning.